talk about Black people's relationship to sustainability, environmentalism, and the environment in general. So, as an obvious member of the Black community, and as probably a lot of you are too, it's hard to be sustainable because people don't really understand. I think a lot of the time, a lot of Black people, in my own experience, have had this idea that there's so many other problems to think about. How could we possibly think about the environment when police brutality is a thing, when racism is a thing, when Black people are still not making enough money? And that's all very true. Those are all extremely valid problems that we have to work on every single day. But at the same time, if there's no environment to live in, none of these problems are going to get fixed. And even more so than that, if you're not here for environmental justice and you're not here to make the environment a better place, then you're not for Black people. Because then you're forgetting all the Black people who live in places like Flint and don't have clean water, or all the Black people who live in areas that don't have trash collection and have plastic everywhere. There are people in Africa right now who burn plastic outside of their houses, outside of where their children eat and play, because there's nowhere else for them to put it. There are Black people who grow up in places filled with lead. There are Black children who don't have anywhere to play because there's nowhere there for them to go. There are parks made out of concrete, or they don't even have parks, and they're playing out in literal garbage. And so that's all to say that the environment is part of all of us, and it's up to all of us to make a difference. And so we as Black people have to realize that, understand that, and make a conscious decision to start to make a change. And that can definitely be hard. And I see that and I realize that. And at the same time that we as a people have a responsibility, so do the people who started this whole environmentalism thing. They also have a responsibility to make us feel included. Because environmentalism, I heard someone say once, is coded in elitism. A lot of the times when we think of environmentalism and about sustainability, we think about rich white people who just have all the time in the world to recycle and go on hikes and all that stuff. But some of that does hold true. If you look at environmental movements in the past, a lot of the faces have been white. If you even look at the sustainability core here at Dartmouth, a lot of the faces are white, and they don't look like me, that's for sure, and they probably don't look like a lot of you, and that's definitely something that they're actively trying to change and actively trying to make better, and I appreciate that and I commend that in that program. But at the end of the day, the Black people still aren't there, and a lot of Black people here on campus they just don't see sustainability as being for them. But sustainability is for them, and it's for you, and it's for everyone. And we've been being, as a people, we've been being sustainable since we got here to this country, to this earth. Think about all the times your mom has told you not to throw away a container and to use it again, or all the memes about when you open the cookie container and there's sewing supplies in it. That's being sustainable within itself. That's recycling, that's reusing. Those are the fundamental principles of sustainability. Every time your mom saves a plastic bag or yells at you for not eating all your food, that's being sustainable. I just want you guys to know, at the end of the day, yeah, as Black people, our relationship with the environment isn't as out there as it is with white people. It's not as talked about in our communities, and it's just not seen as normal. But we, as a younger generation, have to start making it normal. We have to start asking our parents to start recycling, no matter how much they laugh at us and call us white and all that other stuff. We have to start making changes in our own communities, in our own lives, because this is really when it starts to matter, right now. And I know that that we can change it. So this video kind of turned into a soapbox about being a Black community and changing the environment, and less about our relationship with the environment. But I think that's to say that no matter what our relationship with the environment is as a people, we have the power to change it. So I think I'm going to have a couple more videos on Black praxis. So if you want to start being that change and you want to start seeing a change in the Black community when it comes to environmentalism and being connected to your environment, keep watching and maybe learn some tricks and see where that goes, because you never know. You might start to start liking that way of life, and at the end of the day, you're making the environment a better place every single step you take. So Thanks for listening, guys. I really hope you understood and took it to heart. And I hope you guys tune in again, and I'll catch you next time.